2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From the plains of Oklahoma. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And Adams now top of the key. Goes up at the stripe, and he overshot that one, missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Ball looking over the floor. Gallinari right side. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Minnesota with the ball. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Good on the three-point shot.
Paul is solid and sound in his mechanics. I mean, he gets squared up before he shoots. Really good balance and excellent follow-through.
Now, here is Russell. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Yep, it counts.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gallinari with the steal. Dort passes to Paul. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Paul's got 5 now.
And even though he's a little older, Paul still possesses great speed. Excellent at using that speed in transition.
Now here's Towns. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Schroeder. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Here's Reed. Out to the right wing. Culver passes to Lehman. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Reed. Back to Lehman. Pulls up. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity for mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Muscala, the pass to Diallo. Back to Muscala. Diallo with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Noel. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Noel passes to Muscala. Out left to the wing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Schroeder. Minnesota with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Noel after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Johnson left side. Here's Reed. He's covered by Noel. Here's Culver, and he lays it straight in.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Lehman, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
So both teams changing it up here. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Lehman. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's Going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Gallinari, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And there's the pass to Okogie. Russell looking around. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hits the close-range jumper. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Russell passes to Okogie. Out to Russell. To the middle. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul with the ball. Throws it up high.
Oh, it looks so effortless when Okogie gets off the floor for the alley-oop. I mean, it seems like he's just floating, gliding in air. Impressive.
Ball against Russell. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Noel's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Beasley. Inside, here's Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Adams gets it over to Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him. Right side Towns. Shot clock at 6. And it's Russell in the corner. Gallinari with the steal. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. We've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Towns, no luck. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's Russell. Paul with the defensive effort. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Just 4 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Adams. Paul against Beasley. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Pass to Gallinari. For the lead. That's good from Paul on the assist from Gallinari. Paul's got 11 points.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. To the paint, here's Reed. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
To the wing right side. Schroeder outside. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Shoots over Culver, and they get it back.
Well, I love how Culver uses his length and athleticism to deny shots.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Timberwolves trail. Culver kicks to Layman. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Johnson outside. Pass to Culver for the lead. Rebound by Muscala. The Thunder have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Schroeder outside. The offensive rebound. The pass to Ferguson. And here's Diallo. He feeds it to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And Noel really does a nice job in reading angles of shots. He really excels in avoiding box outs because he's so active, and he typically beats guys to important spots near the basket.
Russell, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wayman. Out to Russell. And there it is for him. Russell's got 13 points.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Here's Noel. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder out in front, ending the third quarter on a 15-6 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Thunder leading by 5, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Mike Muscala out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, Russell to the inside. And stolen by Diallo. 3-on-3. Here's Schroeder. And he converts the layup.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with him.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Up top, Russell. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Over to the left wing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. On defense, the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Dort misses. The Timberwolves shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And that one is good.
Aggressive move off the dribble there. Towns, once he gains momentum, hard to disrupt it.
Inside. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the triple. The Thunder with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Paul outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one goes in. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Here's Okogie. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Gallinari on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Towns, the pass to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Russell in the corner. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Pass to Okogie. And it's blocked. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. All sorts of time. Rebound, Minnesota. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Towns penetrating. Passes to Hernan Gomez. 2 free throws coming up, and the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
A lengthy score with a skillful offensive game. Gallinari can get you a bucket when you need one.
There's the lob to Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Adams, he's checked in for Noel. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Adams, some nice D. Pass to Gallinari. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
A confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous-Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This is an aerial view of our location. And
Hey, Kevin.
he sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Here's Towns. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Russell against Fox. Russell passes to Okogie. Outside Russell. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Barnes grabs the miss.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And Fox gets it to go.
I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
For 3, Beasley. It's hauled in by the Kings.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now, here is Russell. Looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Kings have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Passes it to Fox. Sacramento moving it around. Back to Bogdanovich. Bagley kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Bagley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Okogie. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. 3-pointer. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pushing it up. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Fox with it. Russell's there. It's Bielitsa. Right side Bagley. Back to Bielitsa. It's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Pass to Okogie. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Russell dishes to Towns. Out to Russell. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Back to Barnes. And the rejection by Towns. Beasley outside. And he gets it to go.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Outside, Fox. Bogdanovich inside. He's up against Beasley. Pass to Okogie. Back to Hernangomez. And stolen by Bielitsa. 6 seconds separating the shot and game.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. About that finish. Oof. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now, here is Hernangomez. Right side, Russell. From the high post. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Russell's got 6 points.
Well, the mid-range Jay looking nice as Russell finds a way to take advantage of the defense, and nice balance on that one.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some off-season work he put.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Culver. Layman is out there with Johnson, and it's Reed in at the 5.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there, looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly, gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Layman. He's covered by Joseph. Culver passes to Reed. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Oh, that was huge.
Incredible.
Yeah, you could try, but on plays like that, you got to tip your cap to Jabari Parker.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Joseph finds Holmes. Free throw line jump shot. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's the double team with Joseph. Culver passes to Noel. off target from three-point range. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Bazemore.
Great awareness from the athletic forward. Kent Bazemore is always looking to get up for oops like that.
On the wing, Johnson passes it to Culver. Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
To the middle, here's Giles, and the rejection by Towns. And now Minnesota on the fast break, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
From past the arc, Fox, no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Beasley, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Beasley's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Healed outside. Lock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Kings lead by 1.
Hield is so dangerous wherever he is on the floor. As long as the ball is in his hands, you have to think that he's a threat.
Towns, no luck.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Russell passes to Beasley. Off with the layup. Down low, it's stolen by Hernan Gomez. It's tipped and stolen by Bielitsa. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings ahead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from a tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 8 points and 4 rebounds. Taking. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Great positioning on the putback.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Towns, the pass to Beasley. Back to Towns. Count that bucket. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Fox. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, he usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
Bombed up there for Bogdanovich. Here's a Kogi. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Layman kicks to Culver. The pass to Reed. And it's blocked. Holmes with it. Johnson's there. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bazemore, no one around him. Holmes, good. Holmes got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Fields checked in for Sacramento. And Joseph drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the paint, here's Layman. Lays it up off the glass.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Joseph has an open look. They get it back. Holmes. And the layup's good off the glass. Holmes got his third basket of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
To the middle. Here's Reed. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Healed outside. Count it.
Well, that's a beautiful shooting stroke right there. Really a core essential of Buddy Hield's game.
Pass to Johnson. Pass to Reed. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Reed the pass to Culver. Here's a Kogi. Johnson wide open. He fires. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Inside. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Oh man. Caution. Flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Parker dishes to Joseph. Oh, Holmes in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Culver, and he makes good on the layup. Culver's got his first basket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Hield. G right on him.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Here's Reed. 2 points. That one goes. Reed's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And here is Hield. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 1. Live from Golden One Center. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. James Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Malik Beasley. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Hield with the bucket.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
The Timberwolves trail.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Fox against Russell. Rebound by Bjelica. Bjelica's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Giles missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Buddy Hield. Johnson kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's Russell. Count it. Good.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Bagley, and the rejection by Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
No problem from Harrison Barnes. They're getting up and throwing it down.
Towns down low, defended by Bagley. That one falls.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Bagley finds Bjelica. The kick out to Fox. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league. And Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role. Lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Beasley dishes to Towns. Makes it off the glass.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Fox is double. The kick out to Barnes. Fox goes in. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
De'Aaron Fox stepping up big time.
Towns against Bagley. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
On the Hield, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Beasley against Hield. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Passes it to Okogie. Back to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Bielitsa against Hernan Gomez. Three-pointer Hield. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Russell. To the inside. Bagley with the block.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D.
Towns down low. Working on Bagley. 5 to shoot. Tries again. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Hield outside. Pass to Bielitsa. The shot, no good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Houston now
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward position.
Oh, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20 and 10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Right side Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okogie, the pass to Towns. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Towns calm, delivers, beautifully done.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Very hard to match the speed of Russell Westbrook. He's got change of speed and blow-by ability.
Beasley finds Towns. The shot comes out, and it's Houston the other way. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Pass to Tucker. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the basket by Okogie.
Impressive awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
Here's Westbrook. Nice D from Russell. The Timberwolves trail. Left side, Towns. Pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns, guarded by Tucker. Towns kicks to Russell. It's good. This game is all even.
An aggressive pick-and-roll player is D'Angelo Russell, and you can see he's just starting to figure it all out, guys.
Now, here's Tucker. No good. Towns with the defensive effort. The pass to Hernan Gomez. A miss that time would have put him up. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Houston. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Gordon following the bucket by the Timberwolves, and too long on the shot.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Lehman pass to Johnson. Now here's Culver. Shot clock at 6. Here's Noel. Green with the block. Count that one. Towns has got 8 points. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. It's Carroll on the wing. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Trying to end the drought. And it's good on the way in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Noel passes to Towns. Chalk up 2 there. And that's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Guys, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Noel. 4 seconds left. Johnson, a wide open look, connects from 3-point range. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
They've got DeMarre Carroll out there. Rivers out there with Ben McLemore. And there's Gordon. And it's Green in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
The Rockets with another miss. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months.
And McLemore kicks to Carroll. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Gordon against Towns. Noel passes to Culver. Here's Noel. 6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns. Another miss by Towns. Rockets trail by 15. Green kicks to Carroll. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Shots good by Noel. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so here is Houston. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Reed. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
From deep. Another miss by Houston. And here are the Timberwolves. A nice run, going 12 in a row. Towns, the pass to Layman. He kicks it to Culver. Towns. It doesn't go for him. The Rockets go the other way with it. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Here's McLemore. Passes it to Rivers. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Here's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. 1:06 left to play here in the half. The drive by Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
Now, here is Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beasley finds Hernan Gomez. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 5. Harden with it. Pass to Westbrook. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. To halt the run. Harden can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's Russell with the 3. That shot no good. And so it's Minnesota with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 16 points, 11. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Here's Beasley. Offensive rebound. And it's Towns on the follow.
A big-time, soft hands, phenomenal putback by Karl Anthony Towns.
It's Covington on the wing. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Towns. Finished off the break. 20 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Well, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Russell finds Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Tries yet again, and it's Westbrook weighing it in. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Up top, Russell. He's covered by Westbrook, and it's Russell missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
The deep three from Harden. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, no good.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And the dunk by Towns.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Rockets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
6 on the shot clock. Russell with it. Westbrook picks him up. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Russell against Covington. The high post shot. Nice jump shot. Good. Beasley's got his first 2 points of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Russell looking around. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Harden. All alone. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Well, there's the all-out hustle Tucker is known for. Beats his man in transition easily.
To the left side wing. Towns finds Russell. From the wing. It's rebounded by Houston.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Just 3 on the clock. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Rivers.
Well, Austin Rivers, not just a scorer. This guy will set you up if you're open.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Timberwolves on top, delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. They've got P.J. Tucker. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. And there's Gordon. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And so here is Houston. Westbrook kicks to Carroll. Right wing. 6 to shoot. McLemore dishes to Gordon. Fires, high post. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 22. Outside, Russell goes up on the wing, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Russell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
My goodness, you better get out of the way. Westbrook driving inside, rises up for the slam.
Outside, Russell. Carroll with the rebound. The Rockets shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Johnson's got the ball. Right side, Russell. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Drops in the layup for two. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's getting better at absorbing contact. Finishes like this prove Russell is a tough, dynamic competitor.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. He dishes it to Russell over McLemore with the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And the Rockets with possession here. Outside Gordon. In the corner, it's McLemore. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. And then for Minnesota, Okogie's checked in for Jake Layman. And it's Beasley in for Culver. Outside, Russell. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Here's Reed, defended by Covington. Deep two from Russell. Again, Russell missing. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Okogie misses. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Johnson with the block. They get it back. Count it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Okogie misses. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Reed the pass to Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
The first free throw is good. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Bahamute comes in for Robert Covington. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Gordon. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. McLemore, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Johnson outside. Here's Noel. Covered by Sefolosha. Shots good by Noel.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson outside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And Johnson, no good on that one. And here's Cephalosha for 3, offline. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Adams' shot is good.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strength and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And the agility on Beasley's drive, really tough for the defense to deal with.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Hernan Gomez finds Towns. It's deflected. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
Well, fast hands from Gallinari. Can't say he's fast on the break, but he ignited it.
Over to the wing. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6, and it's Beasley in the corner. For 3, Okogie. They get the rebound. Towns. Adams, some nice D.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Dort gets it to go.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Russell with a wide open look, and it's Towns on the follow.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams, and stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Towns with the ball. Knocked loose, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Ferguson's checked in. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Russell inside, defended by Paul. Clock at 6. Adams against Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams making some changes here. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Schroeder outside to the right side. Here's Ferguson. Nifty move. Schroeder outside. Lets it go from 14.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Here's Noel. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Schroeder finds Muscala. Down low. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Noel.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Noel. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Muscala offline with his three. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Up top, Diallo. Now the pass to Noel. Stolen. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Johnson right side. Pass to Noel. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lehman. Over Noel. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then it's Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Johnson kicks to Culver. Back to Johnson. Out to the right wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Chris Paul comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it to Beasley. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Russell.
They are really struggling from the floor.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Passes it to Adams. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there, Gilgeous-Alexander, in a nice rhythm.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
And so here is Oklahoma City. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Dort misses.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Ball outside. Pass to Dort. To the inside. The tray. And Chris Paul gets the three. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Russell missing. Oklahoma City leading by 9. From deep. Oklahoma City the rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Second shot opportunity. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Here's Okogie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound in this one. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Paul. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Towns missing.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Paul's shot is off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. It's been over a decade since the Seattle Supersonics became the Oklahoma City Thunder. Billy, what are you thinking as you reflect on that move?
Ooh, great.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Timberwolves trail by 7. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Towns kicks to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Paul against Russell. The feed now to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. The pass to Paul. Pass to Dort. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Shoots it. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Timberwolves trail by 7. There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Adams drawing the double team. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. 9 feet out. Count it. Schroeder's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Inside, Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Thunder. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Both teams will make substitutions. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Thunder leading by 7. He dishes it to Noel. To the left wing. Diallo the pass to Ferguson. He kicks it to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. That one misses. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Culver. Pass to Reed. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Pass to Noel. Over with it. Diallo's there. Noel passes to Reed. Right wing. Here's Culver. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Schroeder. And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Here's Noel. And the pass to Reed. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Paul with the bucket.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ferguson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Beasley. Buries it down low.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Paul outside, shoots from the line, and he makes that one. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Paul against Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Beasley finds Russell. Here's Okogie. Beasley outside. Up top, Russell, defended by Paul. Shot clock at 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. The Thunder leading by 7. All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Kept alive. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Feeds it to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. That's a 2 from Paul. Poke loose. Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul dishes to Adams. Paul against Towns. Paul passes to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Russell finds Towns. Towns is doubled. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Russell on the wing. Johnson. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Okogie. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
Hey, you want 3 reasons why Steven Adams is effective? Let me give them to you. Size, length, and athleticism.
Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Paul. And that one, good. And the Thunder lead by 7.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
Paul with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And now it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead. And they double up Russell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And here now the Thunder. A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Fast break, here they come. Up again.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
From deep three-point range. So it's Oklahoma City picking up a win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem...
And a lot of style and a lot of confidence coming off the Kings bus earlier on. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the center. And for Minnesota, we've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Russell passes to Towns. Beasley outside. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Fox. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Here's Russell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Wants to get it to Bjelica and does. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
And that one's good. Russell.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Beasley comes with the double team. Bjelica misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Towns finds Beasley. Back to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bagley in the post, defended by Towns. The kick out to Fox. And the shot goes in.
And he gives up pounds to a lot. Defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
High post, Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
The Kings trail by 4. Here's Fox. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Bogdanovich inside, working on Beasley. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Bagley against Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
The wide open look here for Fox. And the three off target. Minnesota leading by 8. Outside, Towns. Dishes it to Culver. Back to Towns. Johnson outside. Passes it to Towns. Towns is doubled. Culver kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the stripe.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Hield can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here's Towns. He's off on that one. And the Kings going the other way now. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
And that's not easy, but Hield is an effective scorer who's capable of finishing through that kind of defense.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Noel passes to Towns. Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded closely. Here's Joseph. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 7. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Lehman, also Johnson out there. And it's Culver in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Shots good by Noel.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Joseph. Bazemore on the wing. Kings moving the ball around. Back to Hield. Here's Giles. And he goes in for the dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Yep, it counts. Reeves got his first points in this one.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Stolen. Pass to Noel. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Johnson. Now here's Culver. He's covered by Bazemore. Back to Johnson. Fires for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can You can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Bazemore. Reed the pass to Hernan Gomez. Russell looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes, he's checked in for Parker. Bogdanovich comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. Bogdanovich, know what? Minnesota leading by 12. Here's Russell. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Holmes passes to Giles. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And it's Russell in the corner. The 3. Second chance shot. Over to the wing. Goes back up. Good work defensively by Holmes. The Kings trail by 12. Barnes kicks to Holmes. Back to Barnes. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound, Minnesota. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
Bogdanovich passes to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Hernan Gomez against Fox. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Russell, no good. The Kings trail by 14. Feeds to Bogdanovich. Rebound, Minnesota. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Reed the pass to Russell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Russell's got 18 points in the game.
Well, to me, this is where D'Angelo Russell distinguishes himself. He understands that when he can score it, he's going to be aggressive.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your?
Well, we're seeing D'Angelo.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good. Bogdanovich has got the first bucket of the third here for Sacramento.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Russell passes to Okogie. Fox against Russell. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
An aggressive pick-and-roll player is D'Angelo Russell, and you can see he's just starting to figure it all out, guys.
And he gets it back.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And it's Hield off the drive.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Culver with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Johnson. The feed to Culver. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They get it again. Towns high post and stolen by Bazemore. And the Kings pushing it up now. And Bielitsa kicks to Hield. Here's Fox. Bucket is good. 8 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
Noel lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
To the paint. Towns kicks to Culver. Back to Towns. Good work there as it goes. Towns has got 9 points.
Well, the body control of Karl Anthony Towns, just a terrific job to take the hit.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Kings. Jabari Parker's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Out to Parker. And there's the pass to Bagley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Minnesota leading by 12. Culver passes to Reed, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Really solid read from Jarrett Culver right there. This is a team-first guy who enjoys passing.
Hield can't hit.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Russell high post. Joseph on him. Down low. It's stolen by Hield. It's off his foot. And the ref's saying he kicked it. Some changes for Minnesota. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman. And it's Malik Beasley in for Culver. And then for Sacramento, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Bogdanovich in for Corey Joseph. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Drops in the tray. He's got 7.
Parker is a gifted scorer. Creating for others is an area he can go to another level. Nice pass.
Passes to Russell. Teardrop shot. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Timberwolves on top. They lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's Giles missing. Minnesota leading by 11. Pass to Reed. He dishes it to Russell. Here's Bogdanovich, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the 2nd.
Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, so quick on the drive. D'Angelo explodes to the cup, and he makes the defender foul him.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Bielitsa, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Bogdanovich. Healed from outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Barnes looking around. Pass to Holmes. Back to Barnes. Fox. It's good on the putback.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Russell with a wide open look. But they get it back. Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Boy, how about the anticipation from Karl Anthony Towns? Beats everyone to the spot and goes right back up with it.
They kick out to Hield. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the 2nd chance points.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Towns finds Russell. Knocks it loose. Fox with the steal. One-on-one here. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox is a dependable defender, always active, and he's really smart in terms of his anticipation and using those hands to come up with steals.
Here's Okogie. There's the pass to Beasley. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Holmes with the steal. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Passes it to Bielitsa. Here's Holmes. Trying to find Hield and gets it to him. And it's Holmes on the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns. James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. That free throw good from Holmes.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Outside, Russell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Kings, another fast break chance right here. It's Bielitsa outside for Bagley. Holmes down low, covered by Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by the Kings. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Cox goes in with the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Holmes finds Barnes. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, this guy is willing to make the extra pass. Barnes is not just a finisher, right? This guy's most efficient when he plays within the structure of the offense. And if you're going to be a star, D'Angelo Russell, those are the shots you've got to make.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns, the look of a superstar. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Outside, Russell. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Nine seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
Minnesota again turning it over. Here's Bielitsa to the paint. Here's Bagley. Count it.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
And that's an intentional foul. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Here's Tucker, and stolen by Russell. Outside, Towns. It's stolen. And it's Houston on the break. And finished off by Westbrook.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Rockets on offense. It's Westbrook with the drive, and finished off by Westbrook.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. To the inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Tucker, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
Here's Okogie. Back to Russell. Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Oh, Covington in position. That shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now, here's Covington. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
The drive by Russell. Here's Towns. Pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here is House. Harden dishes to Covington. Back to Harden. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Now Hernan Gomez. And it's Russell in the corner. Again, Russell missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Houston. Oh, what a play! Woo!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Towns for three. Rebounded by Covington. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Houston on the break. Tucker can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's Russell with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Russell's got 13.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Oh!
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz. Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So on the floor for Houston, Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Green in at the 5 down low. Here's Noel. Offensive rebound. Reed gets the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Rivers. Here's Culver. Here's Noel. Pass to Culver. Down low. Here's Reed. Lays it up off the glass. Reeves got his second bucket tonight.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy-up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Here's Noel. Following the score by Houston. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Back to Johnson. The Rockets pull it in. Left side, Gordon.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Passes it to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Culver passes to Reed, and it's in there. Reed's got 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Rivers passes to Green. The shot off that time, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Gordon. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And the shot goes in. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Culver. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And here's McLemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Culver. Back to Johnson. The pass to Reed. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Austin Rivers. Harden has a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got 7 points.
And Harden is a smart player. I mean, when the defense isn't right on him, he makes them pay. Love seeing him shoot that puller. Nice.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's Russell with the drive. Inside. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 5 there, thanks to the basket from Karl-Anthony Towns.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And Harden with the stuff.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
6 seconds left in the first half of the game. For 3, Beasley, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, and the Rockets... And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl-Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, you better mind the ball when you've got Russell Westbrook defending you. This guy stays in front, and he's got active, aggressive hands.
Russell kicks to Beasley. Feeds it to Towns. Stolen by Tucker. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. It's tipped. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Harden. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Russell. Here's Harden. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Outside, Russell. From deep three-point range, that counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Russell passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Russell dishes to Towns, fires from deep. And it's Russell missing. Rockets leading by 9. Oh, Covington in position. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Harden, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Okogie misses. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Tucker. The kick out to Westbrook. Covington passes to Harden. Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves trail by 7. And here they come. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Harden against Beasley. Back to Hernan Gomez. To the middle. Westbrook against Russell. Minnesota with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Lehman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
Out to Russell. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at the Rockets. Rivers out there with Ben McLemore. Then there's Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Carroll in at the power forward. Timberwolves trail by 11. Russell inside, guarded by McLemore. And Russell gets it to go.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Rivers surveying the D. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Rivers dishes to Tucker. Can't connect from short range.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Rockets leading by 8. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Outside, Russell. And the layup is good. Russell's got 6 here in this quarter.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Westbrook with it. And there's a big-time jam as he slams it right over Culver.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Outside, Russell. Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Good.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
And they double up Russell. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Rockets now. Rockets leading by 10. Here's McLemore, and yes, it's good. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, filling out the defense, Tucker gets the look he wants from mid-range.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook passes to McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Tucker. Sinks that one from the post. Tucker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. And finished off by Westbrook.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Rockets.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
It's Russell with the drive. That shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Westbrook. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. And there it is for him. Russell's got 30.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
It's Westbrook with the... Oh, what a finish!
My goodness.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.